Good day, Sir JM, and to all listeners. I'm Mr. De La Cruz together with my group mate. And close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the soft roar of waves crashing against the shore, the scent of freshly brewed coffee in the cool morning air, the sight of a golden sunset melting into the horizon. And now, open them. And welcome to the destination where every corner tells a story, every journey holds a discovery, and every heartbeat echoes adventure. Welcome to La Union. But La Union is more than just a beach lover's paradise. Behind its sand-kissed shore lies a history woven from courage, culture, and a spirit that never faded. From a humble province born in 1850 by merging towns from neighboring regions, La Union, the Union itself, was destined to become a tapestry of heritage and progress. Today, this vibrant destination proudly showcases a treasure trove of tourism assets, world-famous surf breaks in San Juan, historic churches like Pindangan Ruins, eco-adventures like Tangadan Falls, and rich cultural festivities that keep its tradition alive. Yet, La Union doesn't just end on what it has. It builds towards the future, crafting a strategic posture that balances growth with preservation, modern innovation, and timeless beauty. So get ready, and what you thought you knew about La Union is just the beginning. Let's dive into the heart of LU, a province or a place where every wave, every trail, and every smile welcomes you home.
For the destination profile, La Union is a coastal province in the Ilocos region, northern Philippines. Kilala ito bilang surfing haven at nature getaway, perfect for both adventure and relaxation. Key attraction and activities. La Union is famous for a surf spot like Barangay or Ristondo, which is the surfing capital of the north. Natural attractions, Tangadan Falls, Imoki Island, Luna Pebble Beach, Balay Anito Falls, and Tapuacan River. Historical sites like the Macho Temple, Baluarte Watchtower, Pindangan Ruins, Namakpakan Church, St. William Cathedral, and Poro Point Lighthouse. For agricultural tourism, the Capus Grapes Farm. You can do grape picking and wine tasting. La Union is renowned for its world-class surfing waves, combining adventure, relaxation, and cultural heritage, make it a well-rounded destination. La Union attracts a wide range of visitors. Local tourists with over 543,000 domestic arrivals in 2023. International tourists with about 6,450 foreign visitors each year. Young adventurers, especially millennials at Gen Z na mahilig sa outdoor activities. And for families looking for waterfalls, parks, and cultural experiences. La Union is also known as Surfing Capital of the North and LU. Its official tagline is Love La Union, which stands for Live, Own, Visit, and Enjoy. At popular slogan nito ay La Union, I'm in Love, na nagpapakita lang emotional connection ng mga travelers sa lugar.
For the brief history of La Union, it was established in 1850 and was formed by merging towns from Ilocos Sur, Pangasinan, and the Cordillera region. Originally, it was inhabited by Ilocanos, Pangasinenses, and Cordillerans. It became a key trade hub before Spanish colonization, and throughout Spanish, American, and Japanese occupations, La Union experienced revolts, wars, and reforms that shaped its cultural and political identity. And after World War II, it was rebuilt through agriculture and navigated political changes into the modern era. Tourism in La Union began with local cultural attractions and grew rapidly with the rise of surfing in the 1980s. Infrastructure improvements like the Deeplex boosted visitor numbers with over 500,000 tourists recorded in 2023. And today, La Union offers beach tourism, surfing, heritage tours, agritourism, and culinary experiences supported by a strategic tourism master plan ensuring sustainable growth. And for the next slide, you will see the history timeline of La Union starting from 1850 to present. La Union offers a rich variety of tourism assets, including beaches, historical sites, nature parks, and vibrant festivals providing visitors with diverse and memorable experiences. The province is famed for its beaches, especially Orbistondo Beach in San Juan, known as the surfing capital of the North, where visitors can surf world-class waves. Other notable beaches include Bawang Beach for swimming and Luna Pebble Beach for scenic walks and crafts. Historical and cultural sites such as the Macho Temple, where visitors can meditate. Baluarte Watchtower and Pindangan Ruins showcase La Union's rich heritage, while nature attractions like the scenic Tangadan Falls where visitors can hike, Himuki Island where you can walk during low tide, and Tapuacan River offer thrilling adventures and serene escapes. Parks like Pugan Adventure Park and the Botanical and Zoological Garden provide family-friendly activities. And lastly, the Gapos Grapes Farm where visitors can pick tropical grapes.
And next is the strategic posture, the Union mission, vision, goals, and objectives and values. And for the first one is the mission. The Union mission is to be a catalyst for sustainable and inclusive development, meaning they want to help the province to grow in a way that it's good for the environment and benefits everyone. Layunin din nila na ma-improve ang quality of life ng mga tao and part of their goal is to grow tourism pero habang ginagawa yon is they make sure nakasama ang community and they also protect the environment.
And now for division, so it reflects La Union's commitment to integrating the agriculture and tourism and creating sustainable economic opportunities while preserving the province's rich culture and natural resources. So it captures the goal of becoming the leading destination where agriculture, environment, and tourism thrives together. So division sets a long-term direction to strengthen La Union's economy through sustainable agritourism, balancing the environmental preservation and community welfare.
Next is the goals. La Union goals is to grow the agritourism economy and strengthen its role as a major tourism hub. And gusto rin nilang pagandahin ang experiences ng mga visitors by offering quality services at iba't iba pang mga tourism activities. And they also promote sustainable tourism practices to conserve the natural resources and cultural heritage ng La Union. And last, they focus on fostering good governance and encouraging community participation and development sa tourism ng La Union.
So now let's proceed to the objectives. Tourism Council in La Union establishing Tourism Council in every municipality to coordinate tourism effort locally. So like for example, in San Juan, a council focuses on surf tourism further boost the area. Next is technical assistant and DOT accreditation. So the province provides support to the tourism businesses to improve their facility and to meet the DOT standard. So like for example, the beach resort in Pagudpod area is assisted in getting DOT accreditation to raise their quality. Next is tourism product and packages. So they are creating unique tour package to focus on agritourism and cultural experience like the grape farm, tours in Bauang, and let's visitor let's harvesting and winemaking process. Next is eco-friendly initiatives. So La Union is implement a program like clean-up drives, waste management, and solar energy to use to improve the sustainable tourism. So capacity building training workshop are often to help the local stakeholder like tour guides, homestay owner, and improve their skills. So for example, training program teach proper hospitality and guest service. And for the last one is knowledge management system. So here, a data system will be developed to support and inform the strategic tourism planning to decision making. For my example here, tourism policy will be based on the accurate data and analysis.
And next, for the values, they follow a set of guiding principles that shape how they grow and share their province with the world. So first, they prioritize sustainability by protecting their environment reducing waste, and using clean energy to ensure that the nature thrives for future generations. Next is inclusivity. They make sure that the local communities and stakeholders are actively involved in planning and benefit directly from the tourism activities. Next is the good governance. They uphold transparency, accountability, and public participation in managing their tourism resources. They also honor their roots through cultural preservation, promoting local heritage, traditions, and the unique identity of La Union in every visitor experience. Lastly, they embrace innovation and capacity building, constantly learning, improving, and adapting new ideas to keep tourism dynamic and resilient. For the external environment analysis,
So first, we have the political factors, which is the government support. So malaki yung role ng government sa tourism. So nagbibigay sila ng budget and infrastructure and policy para mas mag-develop ng mga tourist sites. And the second one is tourism as a political tool. So they use tourism para mas mapalakas yung image ng country, and also tulad ng mga hosting SEA Games o Miss Universe ay pinapakita nila sa ownership na disputed area. Next is governance and tourism council. So may mga tourism councils na nagko-coordinate ng government sustainable at maayos yung tourism. And the last one is regional cooperation. So here, may mga regional efforts na tulad ng Asian Campaign para mas ma-promote nila yung Southeast Asia, and dun sa partnership ng visa policy para mas mapadali yung travel.
And now for the economic factors, we have growth, tourism revenue growth, employment and business opportunities, agritourism development, and impact of infrastructure investment. So La Union's tourism sector contribute over 1 billion to the economy way back 2023, driven by the increase of tourist spending, agritourism, and improved access via TPLX or the Tarlac, Pangasinan, and La Union. And it created a job in our in hospitality and transport, while boosting the local businesses like bangars, weaving, and night market vendors. And agritourism activities such as the grape picking in Bawang and farm tours in Baknotan also diversifies incomes. So overall, tourism plays a key role in La Union's post-pandemic recovery and economic growth.
And next is the social cultural factors. Here is we have cultural heritage and community engagement, diverse tourist demographics and community-based tourism, and last is the tourism social impact. La Union is nagbibigay sila ng importance ng cultural heritage preservation, may mga cultural mapping projects at activity community involvement, and dinadala din ng sa lugar ang mga local families, adventure seekers at international visitors para sa inclusive tourism development. And isa sa key strategies nila ang community-based tourism kung saan local stakeholders ang nag-i-implement ng sustainable practices and nagpapalakas ng social cohesion at sinisigurado nilang nasi-share ang benefits nito sa tourism.
Next is technological factors. La Union has digital transformation and tourism, data-driven management, collaboration for connectivity, e-learning, and capacity building. And with these factors, makakatulong to sa La Union in various examples, such as efficiency and cost reductions. By using digital tools, they can have online booking, automated payments, and magre-reduce ng manual tasks and errors. Nakaka-save to ng time and naglo-lower ng labor costs and nag-i-improve ng accuracy in operations. Another example is business growth and resilience. With the help of better technology and training, businesses can adapt to challenges katulad na lang ng biglang pagbaba ng tourist and the changing ng mga traveler preferences.
So for the legal factors, we have tourism codes and ordinances, standard and accreditation, heritage protection laws, and investment incentives and policies. So laws like the La Union Farm and Tourism Development and Promotion Act sets the standard for the farm tourism by requiring proper infrastructure, safety, and community involvement. The sites must be include educational activities and highlight local agriculture to gain recognition. So compliance with DOT accreditation and heritage laws protects the service quality and the cultural sites, such as the Spanish-era churches in Agoo, and incentives under Republic Act number 10816, like tax breaks and grants, and promote sustainable tourism in areas like Bawang grape farms. So these laws ensures the La Union's tourism meets the national safety, quality, and environmental standards, including the proper waste disposal and the eco-friendly coastal resort infrastructures.
So last, we have the environmental factors. And for the first one is sustainability challenges. So dahil dumadami yung mga tourists dun sa San Juan, may mga problem like yung mga basura, sobrang resort, kakulungan sa tubig, ang daming bagong resort pero may mga waste management na efforts. Next is eco-friendly initiatives. So may mga green tourism program para maturuan yung mga business and maging eco-friendly sila. And for example, gumagamit sila ng mga solar power, bawal yung mga plastic sa ilang resort. And for the third is agri-tourism model. So may mga farm visit para matuto yung mga organic farming and eco-friendly na tourism. Like for example, sa Ibit Farm, pwedeng mamita sila ng gulay or picnic basket. And for the last is environmental programs. So we have tree planting, mangrove planting, and community cleanup. So dito, kaya yung may mga barkada na clean up and mangrove planting.
So moving on sa tourist environment, La Union primarily draws young adult tourists, especially millennials and Gen Z, who ages from 20 to 34 years old and who mostly travel in groups of leisure. Female visitors make up about 60% of the market, with an average individual spending of 10,311 pesos. And in 2023, the province welcomed around 550,000 tourists, predominantly locals who flock to popular attractions like San Juan for surfing, Bawang Beaches, Machu Temple, and Tangadan Falls, reinforcing La Union's reputation as a hub for adventure and ecotourism. So by understanding the tourist environment in La Union, makaka-help yung mga businesses management in several ways. And the perfect example dito is yung market targeting and segmentation. Dahil alam na nila yung primary market nila, which is yung mga young adults, pwede silang mag-create ng age-appropriate services like surf schools, nightlife, group tour packages, and mag-offer ng budget-friendly group deals or loyalty programs.
For the competitors, La Union is competing with other famous surfing and beach spots in Asia. Example nito ay yung Siargao, which is a direct competitor in surfing, which is the surfing capital of the Philippines, which offers a strong digital marketing, high-end resorts, and international reach na yung pag-market nila sa mga tourists or visitor. Then Baler, which is the surfing spot na mas malapit sa Metro Manila kaysa sa Siargao. Zambales, which competes in beach tourism and adventure tourism. And example nun ay yung island hopping and hiking. So all in all, they challenge La Union by offering similar experiences with varying advantages. Example nito ay yung branding. Katulad nga nun sa Siargao, which is the global surf, yung reputation nito than yung sa Bigan, which is a UNESCO heritage.
So next we have the supplier supporting tourism in La Union. So mahalaga yung role ng supplier sa pagpapalago ng tourism, lalo na sa Holism Philippines. So nagsusupply sila ng mga construction material habang yung mga local farmer and yung mga food producer, nagbibigay sila ng fresh product and hinahanap yun ng mga tourists. So meron ding mga agri-tourism circuits na nagsisilbing tulay, which is dun sa mga agriculture and tourism, para mag-sustainable and mag-supply. Plus yung mga travel agency dun sa San Fernando, nag-aasikaso din sila ng mga tourist transportation para mas maging convenience dun sa mga tourists and sa mga visitors pa na pupunta ng La Union.
And for the regulators, local government units or at the LGUs enforced to environmental policies, tourism ordinances, and safety standards like San Juan's rules for served schools to manage beach use. So the provincial government supports the structured tourism growth through initiatives like the La Union Tourism Code and the eco-friendly public-private partnership. So meanwhile, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or the DNR, and the Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, or the PENRO, regulate environmental impacts and protect sites like Tangadan Post and Pindangan ruins through compliance checks and carrying capacity assessments, ensuring the sustainable development.
The threat of new entrants is moderate because although La Union is very accessible via NLEX and TPLEX, kailangan pa rin ng malaking investment at mahigpit na compliance sa regulation para makasabay sa competition. La Union's strong branding and tourism plan make it harder for new destinations to compete.
Competitive rivalry is highly competitive because similar destinations compete for the same tourists. Tourist loyalty is weak because most domestic tourists look for low or affordable price and if the place is convenient. They chose current deals or yung trends. They also have limited unique selling point. And without clear standout identity, it competes head-on with other destinations. So, ang bottom line ng La Union is it must sharpen their branding and initiate offerings, improve infrastructure and service quality, and develop a year-round attractions to reduce reliance on surfing season.
Next is bargaining power of suppliers, which is low to moderate. Suppliers in La Union tourism industries such as accommodation providers, local transport operators, and food vendors and activity organizers generally possess low to moderate bargaining power. Furthermore, the availability of financing and government incentives stabilizes supplier costs and investment. At dahil low to moderate yung bargaining power of suppliers nila, makaka-help sa mga businesses by example of lower operating costs. Businesses can negotiate better prices for supplies such as food, transport, and services para makip down nila yung expenses nila and ma-improve yung profit margins.
In bargaining power of buyers, it is high dahil sa La Union malaki ang role or kapangyarihan ng mga turista pagdating sa presyo. Marami sa kanila ay sensitibo pagdating dito, kaya mas pinipiling bumisita nila tuwing lean season or off-peak season, kung kailan mas mura ang mga gastos. Dahil dito, nagkakaroon ng pagbabago pagdating sa demand. Dahil maraming pagpipilian na tirahan, kainan at mga aktibidad, kayang-kaya ng mga turista na ikumpara ang presyo or makipag-negotiate o pumili ng ibang provider, kaya mas malaki ang kanilang impluwensya pagdating sa pagtaas o pagbaba ng presyo. Bukod pa rito, 68% ng mga bisita na pabalik-balik ay pamilyar na sa lokal na presyuhan. Mas alam nila kung alin yung sulit, kaya mas matalino sila sa paggastos. Gayunpaman, dahil tumataas ang kasikatan ng La Union, nananatiling matatag ang kabuuang presyo nito. Presyo. Ngunit karaniwan pa rin sa seasonal discount at mga promo, lalo na tuwing mababa ang bilang ng turista.
The threat of substitutes are manageable but still present dahil may mga lugar like Zambales, Batangas at Pampanga offering similar activities. However, La Union's strong surfing culture, major events like Surfing Break Festival at efforts in sustainable tourism help maintain loyalty ng mga tourists.
Dumako naman tayo sa internal environment analysis.
And next is for organizational structure. Since wala pong specific names of the key official ang La Union Provincial Tourism Office, kaya po under siya ng City Government of San Fernando, City San Fernando. And for the first is the city government, and second is the barangay, and the third is the Department of Education or the DepEd, and the fourth is the purpose, and the last is the coordination.
Tourist arrivals and statistics. According to Philippine News Agency, in 2023, La Union recorded 550,359 tourist arrivals, 11% increase from 2022. Slight decline in 2024 to 539,824. Pero overall, malakas pa rin ang tourism. Peak month was April 2023 with 68,567 visitors dahil summer season. For visitor trends, peak season is December to April. Magandang weather, holidays at marami ang turista dahil summer. Off-peak season naman is June to October. Rainy season and mas kaunti ang turista. For shoulder months, May and November. Maganda rin ang weather pero konti lang din yung tao. For tourist demographics, mostly from Metro Manila, Central Luzon, Calabarzon, CAR, and Ilocos. 77% young adults, 20 to 34 years old, millennials, and Gen Z. 59 to 60% is female visitors. For spending and stay, average spending is 10,311 per trip. 1.6 billion total revenue in 2024, 3% higher than 2023. For average stay, 1.39 days up from 1.33 days. 57% are repeat visitors showing strong loyalty.
And next is the destination marketing and branding. First is the promotion strategy for La Union. Ang La Union is gumagamit sila ng social media expos gaya ng Love La Union and digital expos at Love La Union branding para i-promote ang tourism nila. And may mga eco-campaign din sila like Kalikasan naman at may mga master plan sila noong 2018 and up to now para sa sustainable tourism, and gumagamit din sila ng mga influencer para i-promote ang mga surfing, cultural at mga food. And next is how La Union differentiate itself from competitors. Bukod sa surfing, ang La Union is kilala rin sa agritourism like farm tours and wine tasting. Kaya tinawag silang Heart of Agritourism in Northern Luzon. And focus din sila sa mga sustainable at community-driven tourism para sa safe and welcoming and inclusive ang mga experience ng mga tourists. Last is the public perception and visitors' feedback. Mostly positive yung feedback sa La Union, like magagandang beaches, masasarap na food, and friendly locals. Pero may mga concerns din tulad ng mga nightlife expectation at environmental issues like waste management and kung maganda ba ang social media presence nila. And kaya din tuloy-tuloy yung mga pag-attract ng loyal at mga bagong visitors dito.
So now let's proceed to strategic and position assessment or SWOT analysis. So we have the strength. So La Union is a famous renowned surfing destination. We all know that, and especially sa Orbistondo Beach kung saan doon talaga yung mga dumadayo ng mga surfers mula doon sa loob, labas ng bansa. So bukod dito, may mga diverse and natural attraction din. Ang province tulad ng waterfalls, beaches, rivers, and eco parks. So, perfect to dun sa mga mahihilig talaga sa mga nature. And hindi lang yan, may mga rich and cultural historical heritage din dun sa La Union dahil dun sa mga makakasayang landmarks like yung simbahan, nagpapakita ng dahil maganda yung experience nito, mas mataas yung loyal visitor base nila. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming tourists yung mga bumabalik at habang tumatagal yung kanilang pagbisita.
For weaknesses, number one is limited foreign tourist market. La Union's tourism appeal is still mostly local. Hindi pa gaanong naaabot ang international market, kaya sayang ang potential for more economic growth and global exposure. Two is seasonal tourism flow. La Union heavily relies on peak months, lalo na tuwing summer, especially April, which causes overcrowding. Pero kapag off-peak months na like June to October, mababa ang tourist arrivals. Hindi balance ang kita ng mga businesses at facilities. Minsan overloaded, minsan naman underused. 3 is inconsistent service quality. May mga reklamo tungkol sa variability ng quality sa hotels and accommodations. May maganda, meron ding hindi. 4 is environmental challenges. Tumataas ang pressure sa environment dahil sa dami ng bisita. Nagkakaroon ng issues sa waste management at panganib ng degradation, lalo na sa coastal areas. Kung hindi ito mamamanage, pwedeng maapektuhan ang natural attraction na main draw ng lugar.
Next up is opportunities. They have eco and sustainable tourism, digital marketing and innovation, expansion into international market, capacity building, product diversification, and festival tourism. But magpo-focus na lang tayo sa eco and sustainable tourism dahil nga La Union is famous sa kanilang mga natural and heritage attractions. Kailangan nilang magkaroon ng sustainable and waste management para ma-maintain nila yung natural beauty at hindi masira yung mga heritage na binibisita ng mga tourists.
And next is the threats. First is the strong regional competition. Dito is kakumpit nila ang mga Zambales, Batangas at Pampanga na may katulad na nature at beach experiences. Next is the environmental degradation. Dito naman is nasisira ang kalikasan dahil sa mga over-tourism at bad behavior ng mga visitors. Next is the climate and natural disasters. Dito naman is prone sa bagyo at seasonal rains na nagdi-disrupt sa tourism activities at sumisira sa infrastructure. Next is the economic fluctuation. Dito is tumataas ang presyo kaya nababawasan ang pag-visit ng mga tourists. And last is the substitute destination. Dito naman is lumilipat ang mga tourist sa mas bago o mas less crowded na places.
Para naman sa strategic recommendation, ang una natin ay ang promote year-round and diverse tourism experience. Para mapanatili ang sigla ng turismo sa buong taon, kailangan palawakin ang mga karanasang iniaalok sa La Union. Hindi lang ito tungkol sa surfing, maaari rin itong maging sentro ng wellness, retreats, cultural workshops, and food tours. Sa ganitong paraan, mas maraming turista ang mahihikayat bumisita kahit off-peak season or lean season na makakatulong sa ekonomiya at kabuuang karanasan ng mga bisita.
For the second recommendation, we have the strengthen environmental sustainability and community involvement. La Union should adopt stricter ecotourism policies to protect its natural resources, regularly organize cleanup drives to maintain beaches and parks, and of course, also train locals as eco guides and heritage stewards. This approach not only preserves the environment but also creates jobs, strengthens community pride, and ensures tourism benefits are shared long-term.
Next recommendation is enhance infrastructure and service quality. And dahil nga nag-i-exist naman sa kanila yung infrastructure and service, all they have to do is i-upgrade na lang and i-enhance pa yung mga accommodation, transportation access, tourist facilities, and mag-conduct sila ng mga regular training for hospitality providers para ma-improve palalo yung satisfaction ng mga potential tourists.
And last recommendation is the expand digital and international marketing efforts. Sa panahon ng digital age o makabagong teknolohiya, mahalagang palakasin ng La Union ang presensya nito online sa pandaigdigang merkado. Gamit sa social media, mobile apps at mga influencer, mas mapapansin ng mga dayuhan at lokal ang ganda ng lalawigan. Sa pamamagitan nito, tataas ang bilang ng international tourists at mas mapapalawak ang abot ng mga kampanya sa turismo. Kaya naman, dumako naman tayo sa implementation plan.
So for the implementation plan, first action is the promote year-round and diverse tourism experiences. So for the objective, expand La Union's tourism appeal beyond surfing and summer seasons by developing diverse and all-year-round tourism products. So this diversification helps to maintain a steady flow of visitors throughout the year and reduce seasonal dependency and maximizes the province tourism potential.
So for the time frame ng plan na yun, magte-take siya ng short to mid-term which will take 6 months to 2 years.
So we have next the resource needed, budget from tourism product development, and modules of collaboration with local farm and artists, promotional material for tour packaging tools.
And for the responsible party, nandyan ang Provincial Tourism Office, Municipal LGUs, DOT Region 1, and the local tour operators.
And for the success indicator, it increased in tourist arrivals during off-peak months, specifically in June to October. Launch of at least 3 new thematic tour packages, example as wellness, culinary, and cultural, and 10% increase in average length of stay.
So for the next action, strengthen environmental sustainability and community involvement. So for the objective, foster sustainable tourism by implementing eco-friendly policies and empowering local communities to actively participate in tourism efforts.
So ang time frame niya is ongoing na siya, start within 3 to 6 months, continue to long term.
So for the resources needed, so we have environmental kits tulad ng bins and signage para maka-help dun sa mga tamang waste segregation, and may taguyod nila yung sustainability and training materials naman para makapagturo sila sa staff and community ng tamang environmental practices, which is nagbibigay ito ng initiatives and eco-certified establishment. So nahihikayat nila yung mga na ma-adapt ng eco-friendly practices. So lastly, yung budget para sa community program, nagso-support sila dito ng mga local community na kailangan i-develop ng environmental sa tourism projects.
So for the responsible party, we have DENR, Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, or DEPENRO, tourism councils, barangay units, and the local NGOs.
And if it will success, 80% of tourism sites implementing proper waste management, 50 community members trained as eco tour guides, and a recognition certification of at least 5 eco-friendly enterprises.
So for the next action, enhance infrastructure and service quality. For the objective, upgrade essential tourism infrastructure and elevate service quality to meet tourist expectations and boost competitiveness. So improve infrastructure and services, enhance visitor satisfaction, and La Union's reputation as the quality destination.
Its time frame will take mid to long term, which will take 1 to 3 years.
So for the resources needed, so government funding para sa mga sustainable tourism projects. So habang yung private sector and partnership, tumutulong sila sa resource and expertise. So yung DOT training modules, nagsasanay sila ng mga tourism stakeholder para sa tamang practices. So mahalaga yung paggamit ng eco-friendly construction material and infrastructure audit tools para ma-make sure nila and mapabuti yung infrastructure.
And so for the responsible party, we have the DPWH, DOT, local LGUs, private developers, and Provincial Tourism Office.
And kung magiging success ito, 100% of major tourist sites will with proper access and directional signages. 70% of accommodation DOT accredited or quality certified, and positive improvement in visitor satisfaction ratings.
And lastly, we have the expand digital and international marketing efforts. So for the objective, increase La Union's global visibility and attract a border market through strategic digital and international promotion.
Its time frame will take short to midterm, which will take 6 months to 2 years.
So lastly, we have the resource needed. So kailangan nila yung mga digital content creator para ma-produce sila ng engaging content and market nila yung budget para ma-support nila yung promotional campaigns. So it's important to know magkaroon sila ng website app, development, para magkaroon sila ng online platform and mas mapabilis yung booking system information sharing. And also the partnership with the influencer and international travel agency, it's big help na mapalawak pa nila and mapa-reach pa nila at ma-attract sila ng madaming tourists.
And so for the responsible party, we have Provincial Tourism Office, DOT Region 1, private sectors, kasama dyan ng hotels and agencies, and the media and PR consultants.
And to his success indicator, 20% increase in foreign tourist arrivals, at least one major international campaign launched annually, and engagement growth on official tourism social media platforms such as likes, shares, and bookings.
So in conclusion, La Union remains as one of the Philippines' leading tourism destinations, known for its surfing, natural attractions, heritage sites, and tourism. To sustain its growth and competitiveness, it must focus on promoting year-round tourism, strengthening environmental sustainability, upgrading infrastructure and service quality, and expanding digital international marketing. These strategies address key challenges such as seasonality, service gaps, and environmental concerns, while creating opportunities for inclusive growth. Through strong collaboration among the government, private sector, and communities, La Union is poised to become a model of sustainable and resilient tourism in Northern Luzon. And that's all. Thank you.
And we are the Group 5 once more reminding you that love the Philippines, love La Union. Thank you so much po and have a great day ahead.